How's it going, everybody? And welcome to another video of Anime Explained. And we're gonna be talking about the Mangekyo Sharingan. If you guys have not seen my Sharingan video, I highly recommend you to watch it. So anyways, let's get started. After developing into the Three-Tomy Sharingan, the base Sharingan can now further proceed into the Mangekyo Sharingan. The Mangekyo Sharingan, when translated into English, means the kaleidoscopic copy wheel eye. Just like the Sharingan needs to be unlocked or awakened first, this eye also needs activation, but the existence of the Mangekyo Sharingan is known by a very few members of the Uchiha clan. As a matter of fact, in the entire series, we see only 5 characters who actually activated the Mangekyo, namely Itachi, Obito, Sasuke, Fukaku, and Madara, not taking the filler characters into consideration as well. And having EMS is like extremely rare, and there were only 2 characters who had them, Sasuke and Madara. As I said earlier, the Mangekyo Sharingan needs to be awakened first, and in the series I saw it happening in 3 different ways. The first way is to kill somebody very close to you with a clear intent like Sasuke and Madara did. Second way is to watch that person dying in front of you like Itachi and Obito. And the third way is to kill that person by accident like Kakashi, and since Kakashi was sharing Obito's eye, I do not know if this way is valid or not. So anyways, this is the 3 ways I came across, or at least had the idea of activating the Mangekyo Sharingan. I'm suffering from cold right now, so please let me off the hook for once. Okay, come back to the video. Now, every Mangekyo Sharingan grants its user some special abilities, which differ from user to user. Like for Itachi, he had 2 different abilities, namely Tsukuyomi and Amaterasu. Obito had Kamui, Shisui had Kodowa Matsukami. The Mangekyo Sharingan also grants an ability common to every user, the Susanoo. Sorry, I went too fast on that portion, but try to cooperate. Since every Mangekyo has different abilities and they differ from user to user, it only makes sense that their pattern will also be different. In the Mangekyo Sharingan, the 2 distinguishable eyes, the piercing eye and the hypnotic eye, develops a lot, and with that, it is quite reasonable that their ocular jutsus which they cast now have far more reaching effects on the victim, as was shown by Fukaku, who used his genjutsu on Itachi. The problem with the Mangekyo Sharingan is that the user can lose his vision and can become completely blind due to the overusage of the jutsus granted by it. The only way to prevent this or escape this from happening is to implant someone's eye who has already unlocked his own Mangekyo to obtain the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Like Madara took Izuna's eyes, Sasuke took Itachi's eyes. The eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is the maximum potential of the piercing eye. As we see, the entire eye turns black and the hypnotic eye shrinks in size. The eternal Mangekyo Sharingan does not grant any new jutsus to the user, it only helps the user to achieve the perfect Susanoo without having to lose his vision. As Itachi used his Susanoo, it was near completion as it had an armor, and Madara's Susanoo was also completed only after he had the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. That is, his Susanoo had legs as well and taking the shape of a perfect humanoid and that thing. It is also possible that the Mangekyo will grant no special abilities or jutsus, but only the Susanoo, as was in Madara's case, since we do not know that he has any other Mangekyo abilities, and he didn't even use the other Mangekyo abilities even if granted. So I take it is also possible that the Mangekyo cannot provide you with any new powers sometimes, some special cases. The abilities of the Mangekyo can also be implanted to someone else's eye, like Itachi did to Sasuke. After obtaining the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, if an Uchiha obtains Senju DNA and is able to resist the effect of combining 2 totally different natured chakra, then that Uchiha will obtain the ultimate Kekkei, or the ultimate eye, the Rinnegan. Even if you people want me to make another video on Rinnegan, I will be happily doing it, but right now I'm not in the shape of doing anything like this since I'm having cold. My voice is kinda heavy, way too heavy. So if you want a video on Rinnegan, let me know in the comments and I will do a video exclusively on Rinnegan, and it might take some time for coming out, but I'm sure it will be worth it. Even after using Izanagi or Izanami, the only way to regain your eyesight is by achieving the Rinnegan. Well, I guess that's about it for today's video, and if you are wondering why I didn't explain any of its jutsus, then stay tuned on my own channel for the upcoming video, especially for the Uchiha Kekkei Genkai's ocular jutsus.